Coach Duality here with another 2v2 analysis, and this time we're here with another game with Enforcer, a champion. Let's go ahead and get things started here. So, as he might be aware, what ultimately is wrong with this is his initial line at the ball. He's cutting up too close to that. He should be playing a little bit more to the right so that when he's touching it, he's making it touch towards the opponent's goal. He's cutting too far, like past the underside of that ball, so when he does make his touch, he's playing it like basically directly out to the midfield instead of in a good spot for him to try to follow up. So I don't think Enforcer did too much wrong here. Could have played this better, so we want to back this up a bit. Yeah, he gets a little bit too far to the side of this. If he was a little bit more like farther back so he can play that ball forward, he could have got more power to play this around Bangs there. But because he's to the side, that other touch is going to be pretty weak and he's not going to be able to follow anything up. And here, he should not be going for that side boost. His teammate is left alone in a 2v1 situation, so he wants to get back there as soon as possible to help him out. No reason to be greedy and go for a boost when it's very unlikely that his teammate's going to get a touch up to him in the first place. This isn't something he should be going for like this. Think more about where your teammate is and what's going to happen after this touch. So his teammate makes a touch in the opposite corner, and you can see his teammate start rotating back. So Lima could be working to follow this up from Enforcer, but really the only thing that's going to happen here, because with how far over this is he's just gonna get like maybe a soft touch like around or like against the wall like that, and he's just playing it into where the opponents are waiting. So when he sees this, really he just wants to like wait a little bit longer because there was no one forcing him to be getting up that early. It is a good recovery and finish from him though. So this is ultimately Lima's mistake here. Again, this is another situation where I would definitely just be going straight back to net. It doesn't seem like you would need to with your teammate back there, but really you should be making sure that you're in a position to help your teammate out back there. You seem to just nonchalantly leave them back there in a 2v1 situation while you're going for the side boost. Try to keep yourself more oriented with the play. Again, when I talk about going for that side boost, it's not so much that that is a 100% incorrect decision. It's just important to understand how both players could have played a situation better when they do get scored on. So here it's too much forward momentum that's going to throw himself past this. He doesn't want to be boosting that far forward there. With the opponent having the ball like that, he should kind of be expecting a higher touch, so he wants to keep himself a little farther back so he has more time to react to it. It's good speed there from the near post. Good side touch there. It's a good adaptation to the line that ball was taken. So initially Lima should be starting to go at this, but you're right to go for it here. But I don't know so much about dodging into it. Really, you can make a touch on the ball and disrupt their play just by jumping out into it. And if you don't dodge, you can just recover into wherever the ball goes a lot quicker. Decent touch in the air. Trying to think what else you really can be doing with this. Honestly, you might want to sort of just incorporate more of a back pass to where your teammate is, because if you're playing this forward, really, with how far back your teammate is, it's always going to be the opponents that are playing that next, and since you're that far, like up in the air, it's going to take a while for you to get back into a position to play it. So try to just think about the positioning of your teammate a little bit more. Well, that bump was pretty nasty. Yeah, there's not too much else you can do there. I agree with your line, but just a suggestion on another way to play this. Since you have that boost, I would just try to beat Bangs there to the ball by just doing like a double jump, like quick aerial into the ball and just trying to pinch it out and away. Because you can still get a lot of power. You see that ball rolling up the wall like that? That means when you make contact with it, you'll be immediately playing it from the wall and directly out, you know, a pinch. So as long as you play it from the side of the ball and play it out, you can still meet that and play it away from the net a lot quicker than trying to get yourself up the wall. Ooh, good shot on there. Good adaptation to incorporate that dodge in the air. And that's an even better shot. You played that line really well. Oh, Lima just not looking when he's going back and just playing the near post. That happens though. That line is pretty dangerous there. So you're the last one back here and both people are playing the ball and you're cutting up here towards them. So you're closing the gap, but at the same time you're taking yourself farther and farther away from the net. If he stayed on the side of that, he could have played that into an empty net. So when you're in a situation like that as the last man back, make sure you are turning goal side. A little quick to go off of the pass there. I understand this, in case they did get a strong shot on. I'm surprised they didn't have that. So here you're cutting in way too sharp to the ball. When you have time like this, I would use that boost to get yourself farther away from the ball and power slide and look in. Because when you're this close, you see you're not getting anywhere near the amount of power that you should be. That's such a soft touch, and that's leaving the entire net open. There's no reason for him to be missing that there. So try to give yourself more distance from the ball so you can play a better line and produce more power on your touches. So that's going to be it for this. 2 good games from Enforcer here. Thanks for sending them in. It's just a couple different main sort of issues here that seem to be popping up. In this game, more so not rotating far enough away from the ball before your touches defensively, and maybe not always really incorporating your teammates' positioning into your touches. But either way, thanks for sending these in. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to leave a like if this helped you out at all, and I will see you guys around. Thank you.